Welcome to the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you take the first steps on your fitness journey. Whether you're new to working out or you're looking to get back into it, we've got you covered with tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you reach your goals. So grab your workout gear and let's get started. All right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mack to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. We got a good one for y'all today, so y'all stay tuned. But first, before we hop into the podcast, I'm going to update y'all about myself. Not much new going on. Kind of had a very busy week last week with work. That's why I didn't do the podcast on Monday like I typically do. I did it in advance because I knew I was going to be busy. But it kind of threw my training off a little bit. But I still did what I could with the time that I did have. But now that it's Monday, we're going to get right back on track and get back to training for the Ironman like usual. So I got to hit it hard this week to kind of make up for the days that I missed last week. Or I didn't miss a whole day, but the workouts that I did miss, I had to cut a few of them short. But yeah, that's pretty much it about me. Nothing new, just training for the Ironman coming up in November. My next triathlon is actually in September. I'm doing an Olympic distance triathlon in September in Gulf Shores, Alabama, just to get some good practice in for the Ironman, so I can get some good open water swimming in before I have to do the legit race in November. Yeah, that's enough about me. We're going to hop into the quick tip for today's episode. And that quick tip is when you first starting out your fitness journey, or maybe you've already started and you're starting to get bored of it, or you're getting tired of it, it's getting stale, or you're not seeing progress, something that effect, you're getting discouraged, your motivation is going away. My suggestion is to find you a friend, find you a workout buddy, find you a partner. Could be your spouse, could be your best friend, could be a brother, sister, whatever. Find somebody to go with you. So that way y'all can encourage each other, y'all can motivate each other, y'all can feed off each other's energy, y'all can do it together. Because a lot of people think that they suffer in the gym. So at least y'all could suffer together. You have somebody there to do it with you. And it's just more fun. You got somebody to talk to while you're in there. You got somebody to spot you if you need a spot. So just having a workout buddy or partner is pretty much always more beneficial. I mean, yeah, you can sit around and talk too long sometimes, and your workouts take a little longer than usual. But hey, that's better than not going to the gym at all. Some people don't know what to do, or they get lonely in the gym, whatever. They see everybody else talking and chit chatting. That's why it's good that if you have somebody there with you, it makes you feel more comfortable. You don't feel left out. You don't feel like you don't know what you're doing, or you don't feel lonely or anything like that. So it's always good to have somebody there with you if you need to. I don't personally work out with anybody, but that's just because that's how my schedule works. I work out in the morning, so nobody really wants to go to the gym at 5 a.m. in the morning. But if you do, hit me up. I'd love to get a workout in. So yeah, that's my quick tip. Now we're gonna hop into the main portion of the podcast, and the main portion of today's podcast is a day in the life of a fit person, quote unquote fit person. So what is a fit person? Just somebody that I would consider healthy, in shape. They take care of themselves. They exercise. They eat right for the most part. They don't just eat whatever they want, binge drink every weekend, things like that. A fit person is somebody that you would consider healthy. So yeah, so what we're gonna do in today's podcast is we're just gonna go through a typical day of what a fit person's day should look like or does look like. And then I'm also going to go through kind of what my day looks like on a day-to-day basis, just so y'all can get an idea, because nobody's ever going to be the same. Nobody's got the same schedule. Nobody's going to do the same workouts. Nobody's going to have, do the same meals, eat the same meals, things like that. It's going to be different from person to person, but it'll give you a good base and a good idea of how you should structure your day and how you can kind of take my day and kind of manipulate it a little bit to fit your schedule, because everybody's going to has different work schedules, different responsibilities at home. Some people have kids, things like that. So we're going to get into it. So what should a fit person's day look like? Well, first and foremost, they're going to start early in the morning. Fit people typically get up earlier before just normal people. That's because they like to get up and kickstart the day. They like to get up and get going. Getting up a little bit earlier than you have to, it gets you go ahead and gets you awake, gets you ready for the day, and gets you prepared. And what I suggest is get up before you got to go to work and do your workout before. This is what I do, and I would highly suggest it. I know not everybody can, and not everybody necessarily wants to, but it'll be more beneficial in the long run. So most fit people wake up at least by 6 or 7 a.m. I personally wake up at 4. So that's a little early, but that's because I work out before I go to work. So you don't have to get up that early. But yeah, you need to be up at least by 7 a.m., especially during the week. Okay. On the weekend, you can kind of sleep in and slack a little bit. That's cool. But on the week, you should be up by 7 a.m. Like if you're an adult. Next, you want to focus on hydration, especially in the morning when you wake up. You should be drinking like some kind of water in the morning. But hydration literally is just a thing that happens like you should be doing it all day. You need to be drinking water throughout the day. Don't just drink one glass of water and be done. Like you should have a bottle of water with you pretty much everywhere you go and just sip on it throughout the day. You don't have to chug it or anything like that. I suggest get a pretty big, not like a gallon bottle, because nobody wants to carry around a gallon bottle. Get like a pretty decent sized jug, like one of those hydro flask or anything like that. Now they got the Stanley cups out. Get one of those, fill it up, and just carry it around with you. It ain't that hard. If you sit at a desk all day, put one on your desk, sip on it throughout the day. That's what I do. So focus on hydration. That's one thing that fit people do pretty regularly. Number 3, the third thing fit people do on a daily basis is they exercise. So I kind of already hit on this. I would suggest exercising in the morning time. You got to engage in some form of physical activity. You can go for a run, you can work out, you can do yoga, you can do a body weight workout. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. CrossFit, strength training. There's so many different things you can do. But yeah, you just need to be getting in some kind of physical activity basically every day. I mean, you don't have to actually work out every day, but on the other days, you should still be doing something like going for a walk or something like that, stretching, something active. That's what fit people do. They focus on exercise, and that can be in the morning, it can be in the afternoon, it can be at night. It don't matter when you do it as long as you do it. You just need to get it in, fit it in somewhere in your schedule that you have every day where you can do it at the same time. You don't want to do it before work one day and then after work one day, because then it just gets your schedule off. Just find a spot in your day you can do it at the same time and stick to it. Do it then. I would suggest doing it before work. I know some people's work schedule don't work like that. At my previous job, I couldn't do it before work because I had to be at work at 5 a.m. and it wasn't reasonable for me to work out before. So if you can do it before, do it before. If you can't, do it after. And then on the weekend, that's kind of up to you. A lot of people like to take the weekends off of exercising, and that's cool. But if you want to do it, like if you can't do it during the week as much, hey, maybe the weekend may work better for you. So you may want to focus on doing them on the weekend. Most people have more time on the weekend to do stuff, so it makes more sense to add those workouts on the weekend. All right, and then the next thing fit people focus on throughout their day or in the morning time is eating a balanced breakfast. You want to eat a breakfast. You need to have some kind of nutritious breakfast. You need protein in it, some kind of complex carb, and then some kind of healthy fats. Put this in your breakfast every day. Now, if you are doing fasting, that's okay. You can fast. I know that's kind of a big thing nowadays. A lot of people fast. But if you're going to eat breakfast, make sure you're eating a nutritious breakfast. If you're doing a lot of strength training, I would suggest eating breakfast. I wouldn't say skip breakfast because you need those nutrients in your body, especially after working out early in the morning. And if you're trying to strength train, you're trying to obviously put on muscle, so you need the extra calories. So if you're losing weight, it's a little different, and if you're trying to fast, yeah, you can cut the breakfast out if you want to. But if you're going to eat breakfast, don't just be eating McDonald's in the morning for breakfast or eating a bowl of cereal. A bowl of cereal is not good for you. Period. I don't care what good labeling it says on the box. Cereal is not a healthy, nutritious breakfast. It's just not. I know a lot of times they can be marketed that way, but it's not the case. You need some protein, some complex carbs, and some healthy fats. Get that in your breakfast. The next thing fit people do on a daily basis is they're just active throughout the day. So they incorporate movement into their everyday So instead of taking the elevator, they take the stairs. They go for short walks when they can. They stretch regularly. Hey, take a 15-minute break every now and then and do some stretching. Or on your lunch break, go for a walk instead of sitting in your office the whole time. Do something. It's not that hard to incorporate just little extra things that are active that are not necessarily working out throughout your day. So, like for example, when you go to the grocery store, instead of parking in the very first parking spot, if you're lucky enough to get that parking spot, park in the back. Park in the back of the parking lot. That way, you have to walk a little bit further to get to the grocery store. So, like this is just like a little hack you can do to add some more steps, add a little bit more physical activity to your day. So, these are kind of things that active people do to to be more active. So next thing fitness people do or fit people do is they make mindful food choices. So fit people focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. They just try to eat healthy. I mean, I know everybody knows this that you want to eat healthy, but you don't have to eat perfect. Just try to focus on eating these, and you'll be successful in the long run. I mean, you shouldn't be eating McDonald's every day. Like, that. I don't have to tell you. So just focus on eating more nutritious foods. What I suggest you do is you meal prep. And that leads us into the next topic, and that's meal planning. So fit individuals will plan and prepare their meals in advance to ensure healthy options are available. So meal prep. Meal prepping is huge. If you meal prep, you're less likely to want to go eat that McDonald's because you've already made food. You spent the time, you spent the money, the effort into making it, and it's available there. All you got to do is pop it in the microwave and it's ready to go. So plan your food. You don't have to plan every meal. You don't have to meal prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just pick one of the meals out the day, which for most people, the easiest thing to do is lunch. That's what I do because most people work during the day and they can just grab a quick lunch for their lunch, pop it in the microwave, and eat it. It's that simple. So meal prep or plan your meals. You don't have to actually prep it. You can plan to go eat somewhere healthy or get a healthy meal wherever you work at, whatever. Have a focus on what you're eating and the quality of the food that you're eating. The next thing fitness people do is they focus on rest and recovery. So yeah, a lot of people like to go in the gym, grind it out every day. You always see the people in there saying no days off, but you got to have rest and recovery. And the main thing when it comes to rest and recovery is sleep. You need to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. I know this is hard to do with today's day and age. We go to bed late because we're staying up playing on our phones, and then we have to turn around and wake up early in the morning because we got work every day. So I know it can be hard to get that much sleep in, but just try to do your best. Try to get 7 to 9 really. I actually struggle with this. I don't get that much sleep every night, but I've gotten used to it, so it kind of works for me. But yeah, rest and recovery is important. Have an off day. Don't work out 7 days a week. Or if you do want to work out 7 days a week, have like a day in there where you do some active recovery. You don't just want to go kill your body every single day. The next thing fit people do is they set realistic goals. So fit individuals understand the importance of gradual changes and setting achievable goals. So if you've never worked out a day in your life, don't think you're going to go in the gym and work out 7 days a week until you lose 150 pounds. Like, it's not going to happen. That's not realistic. Start small, set realistic goals, and make gradual changes. So if you've never worked out before, don't say you're going to go to the gym 6 days a week because you're probably not going to go. Start out with 2 days a week or 3 days a week and start out with only 30 minutes. And then maybe add some more time, go to 45 minutes. And then maybe add another day the next week. So go 3 days after you go on a month. So just add a little bit at a time. Don't try to do too much at once. And don't try to cut all your junk food out. If you've been eating junk food every day, don't just say, oh, I'm going to cut it out right here. Boom. And you're going to stop because it's probably not going to happen. You may cut it out for a few days, but then you're going to start doing it again. So just try to gradually work them out. You don't have to eat perfect. You just need to start working on it and improving it over time, and you will get better. So yeah, those are pretty much the things that fit people do on a daily basis. It's really not that hard. You just got to be mindful about what you're doing. A few little like tips that'll help you out with achieving these things is Kind of like what I just mentioned, start with small steps. Don't try to take too large steps at one time. Find activities that you enjoy. So you may not like a certain type of working out or certain type of exercise. Try something else. Do a different one, and you may find that you enjoy it more. So like you may not like strength training, but you may love CrossFit, or you may not like CrossFit, but you love doing Pilates. So just find something that you enjoy and stick to that. And I encourage you to try them all out. There's so many different types of exercise you can do. Try them all out and see what you like. This will help you stay motivated, and it'll make fitness fun and make it be something that you want to do and not something that you dread doing every day. You don't want to dread going to the gym every day because you're not going to stick to it long if you do that. Also, you want to seek support. Join a fitness community, find a workout buddy, work with a fitness professional, hire a personal trainer, fitness coach, something, because they'll help you stay accountable and they'll help you stay motivated. So find that support. This kind of brings us back to the quick tip of the day. Next, you want to listen to your body, pay attention to your body's needs, give it proper rest, give it the proper recovery, and give it the proper nutrients as well. Don't try to starve yourself and grind in the gym every day because your body is eventually going to shut down. You're not giving your body the proper food that it needs to recover, to repair, to function properly. So listen to your body. If you're super, super sore, maybe take a day off or don't work that muscle the next day. Do something else the next day. Maybe do some stretching, some active recovery. Your body will tell you what you need to know. And then this is the main tip that I really want to give you, and that's be patient. Building a fit and healthy lifestyle takes time. So be patient with yourself, celebrate progress along the way, and just know that it comes in baby steps. You're not going to make major changes in a short amount of time. Like, this is why so many people quit on their fitness journey. It's because they go for 3 months and they haven't lost 30 pounds like they think they should have in 3 months. That's not the case for everybody. Yeah, some people may can lose 30 pounds in 3 months, but for the majority of people, that's a lot of weight. You're probably not going to do that. So yeah, just be patient. Like, don't give up. Just do it. Do it for at least 6 months to a year. Like, do a year, and then if you're not seeing progress after that long, then you're doing something wrong. Because trust me, it's scientifically proven that you will lose weight if you're doing the right steps. So you're doing something wrong. You may need to seek out some help from somebody and change up what you're doing because obviously it's not working. So just don't give up. You can do it, I promise. And you can find something that you actually enjoy instead of dreading going to the gym every day. So yeah, that's a few little tips to kind of help you incorporate some of these things into your daily habits and your daily routine. So now we're going to run through what I do on a daily basis. And I want to give y'all a disclaimer. You don't need to do what I do. And I honestly advise that you don't do what I do. I've been working out for like 10 years now. So I would say I'm very experienced, and my body has adapted to the amount of training that I do. And right now I'm actually doing a lot more training than what I normally would do because I am training for the triathlon. So my schedule now is a lot different than just a few months ago at the beginning of the year. It's a lot different. It's changed a lot. So we're going to run through it. And I'll kind of tell y'all both what I did before and what I do now. So now I'm actually doing 2 days with my training. That's because I really suck at swimming. So I'm doing swimming 5 days a week. I get up 4 a.m. Well, my first alarm goes off at 4 a.m. I probably don't get out the bed until 4:20, 4:30. But yeah, I get up, brush my teeth, do my gratefuls, do my affirmations, meditate, pray. So I do all that. That's my little morning routine. I get all my stuff ready to go for work. If I'm working out that day, I get pre-workout. If not, I'll make me some coffee, something like that. I get loaded up, go to the gym. I'm at the gym. I try to be there by 5:15ish, and then I swim. So I swim in the morning, shower, go to work. And now that I'm training for the Ironman, I'm doing these long training sessions, so I can't fit them in all at once. So now I'm either going back to the gym or I'm coming home and working out after. So I'm either biking or running in the afternoon. Pretty much, I'm doing that 5 days a week. I'm swimming and then I'm biking or running 5 days a week during Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, I do what they call a brick workout, which is where you'll bike first and then you'll immediately go into a run. So I do bike and run on Saturday. That's like my long workout. And then on Sunday, I do a long run. So I just run on Sunday. So yeah, it's a lot of volume. It's a lot of training. Don't do that. I'm only doing this because I'm training for the triathlon and I only have about 4 months until I do it. So it's crunch time and I'm packing in as much as I can. So that's kind of how my schedule is now. It's a lot different than what I usually do when I'm just working out. When I was working out before, what I did was I worked out 6 days a week and I did push pull legs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I repeated that and I did push pull legs again Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I would get up and work out before work. And I worked out for about an hour to an hour and a half. And that's all I did. I didn't work out twice a day then. I was just doing morning times. And that's what I usually do on my normal schedule. So yeah, you don't really need to do 2 a days unless you're training for a specific event, like I am. So yeah, and honestly, you don't even need to work out 6 days a week. That's kind of a lot. I just like to do that because I like going to the gym physically. Like it helps me get up and get going for the day. It helps me get in the right mood. Helps my mindset, things like that. So I enjoy going to the gym. So that's why I do it 6 days a week. And I'm smart about it. I'm not training the same muscles back to back. So I give my body time to recover and to repair before I hit that muscle again. When you're first starting out, all you need is 3 days, and then I'll gradually work my way up to 4 days a week. And then eventually, if you enjoy it, if you have time for it, maybe even do them 5 days a week. So that's what I would suggest in a typical day. But yeah, for as far as my meals go, right now, I'm not eating breakfast. I'm working out. I'm swimming fasted in the morning. And then after my swim, I drink a protein shake. And then I eat lunch. My lunch is always meal prepped. I meal prep every Sunday. I'll just go ahead and do all my lunches for the week, 5 lunches, Monday through Friday, meal prep. That's what I eat for lunch. I normally have a protein shake, not a protein shake. I normally have a protein bar throughout the day, either before lunch or after lunch, because sometimes I get a little hungry, so I'll have a protein bar as a snack. Or if I don't have a protein bar, I'll have some kind of fruit, oranges, apples, something like that, in between my meals, just to kind of hold me over until the next meal. And then for dinner time, me and my wife, we do what they call every plate. So it's like a meal service. They deliver it. They deliver all the ingredients and then you cook it. So it's really good food. We love it. It's really good food. So we cook that every night for dinner. And then I always like to have something sweet right before I go to bed. So right when I get in the bed, I'll get some kind of little snack just to hold me over till the morning time. And that could be anything as from a protein bar to some Greek yogurt with some fruit in it. Every now and then I'll splurge and get like some peanut butter, or I like those little rice cakes. You can make those little rice cakes with some peanut butter on it. Those are good. So something sweet, or just to give me a little sweet tooth right before I go to bed. So yeah, that's pretty much all I eat throughout the day. I try not to snack too much, because when I snack, that's when I start to go over my calorie limit, and it's just I don't know when to stop. So I try not to snack too much. That's pretty much what I do on a daily basis to stay fit. So we're done with the normal part of the podcast now. Now we're going to hop into the motivational quote for the week. And today's quote is: "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So I'll say it again. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This is a Winston Churchill quote. So what this quote means to me, basically how I read it, is success is not final. So that means, like, yeah, you may achieve your one goal, but once you achieve that one goal, there's always a next step. There's always another goal. There's always a bigger and better thing that you want to go for. So like I feel like a big thing most people want to hit is they want to hit, like, a big milestone in your career would be to hit 100 grand a year. Well, when you hit 100 grand a year, you're going to be like, all right, let me get 150 now. So like there's never a final. There's always something else after your goal. And the next part where it says failure is not fatal. This basically means failure. If you fail, that's not the end of the road. Like, you got to get back up and you got to get at it again. Most of the time, failure is your biggest teacher. Like, that's how you'll learn the most from your failures, because you'll learn, hey, I did this time. It didn't work. So let's change it up and do something different and see if that works. So most people learn the most from when they fail. So failure is not fatal. That's not the end of the road if you fail. Honestly, that's just the beginning if you fail. Then the last part, it is the courage to continue that counts. So this is that part where if you get back up, it's like the saying, you get knocked down 8 times, stand up 9, or however that saying goes. I forget the exact quote. But yeah, you just can't quit. You got to keep going until it works out, until you achieve that goal. Just like your fitness journey. You can't, if your goal is to lose 30 pounds, you can't quit when you get to 10 because it's too hard to get to 20. You got to keep going. Eventually you'll get there. So yeah, that's how I read the quote. That's what I think it means to me. What do y'all think it means to you? Y'all let me know. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. If y'all have ideas for the podcast, hit me up. If you have any questions, message me on social media, Murphy Mac Fit. Y'all let me know what y'all want to hear on the podcast. I would love to get any good ideas. I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace, love, protein. We out. Thanks for tuning in to the Fitness Beginner Podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring. Remember to always start small, set realistic goals, and most importantly, have fun. Don't forget to tune in next week for more tips and advice on how to kickstart your fitness journey. Until then, stay active and stay healthy.